Welcome to GrayPrimer, a weekly show that's mostly about miniatures. My name is Nick, I'm your host, and this is the very last episode of our Adepta August special series. And we've saved the largest till last. It's the Triumph of Saint Katherine. So let's cue that angelic music. I hope you're enjoying this special series of videos about the Adepta Sororitas that have been premiering all through August. It's really interesting what you get when you combine the 41st millennium grimdark future with religious fervor and ecclesiarchal flamboyance, and throw in a pretty healthy dose of sadism in there in the name of the God Emperor. You come out with some fantastic stuff. And this is one of those incredible combinations of just how bananas it can get when you put all that stuff together. I cannot wait to get this unboxed and built. It looks phenomenal, and it's a great way to finish off this series of videos. Back in a sec. And here it is, the grand finale of Adepta August, the Triumph of Saint Katherine. All August long I've been looking at the Adepta Sororitas miniatures, and I've left this incredible looking diorama to last. Just gotta zoom in a little bit on it there. You can see there's a lot going on here in a very small space. So there's quite a small footprint to this with tons happening. I am very excited to have a look at this. I've seen Catherine's name on a lot of different things, a lot of different miniatures. It references that saint. I think it's on the decal sheet, is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. And you can see all the things that are happening here. It says that it's one Citadel miniature, but as you can see, there's a lot happening, a lot of activity there. And then we see a close-up of the base without anything on it, and boy, that is detailed. That is tremendous. The debris and everything on the steps, that's above and beyond. All these creepy little servitors. The sacred procession of the fallen saint. Goodness me, look at all of this stuff going on. This is like something you would see in an entry for like the Golden Demon. A whole narrative happening in this. And so what do we got? We've got a simulacrum of the Ebon Chalice, icon of the Valorious Heart, censer of the Sacred Rose. We've got petals of the Bloody Rose, simulacrum of the Argent Shroud, and then the Spirit of Saint Katherine down below, and lots of color references there too. So let's have a look at this fantastic kit. Oh, it's got a double sleeve. Okay, so let's carefully just take off this outer one. I think we had this before with the Matriarch Bone Reapers. Was it the Catacross miniature? Oh, whoa, that is cool. That is so cool. That's like a Slayer cover. That's probably incredibly heretical what I just said. Expecting the Ordos to kick in my door any second. But that is pure metal. Love that. Oh wow, the back as well. There's nothing much inside, but look at the back. And a tray too. Goodness. Spoiling us today. Go. A4 instruction manual, or near enough A4, full color. I think this one's going to be an interesting build. Huge too. This base looks really big. Oh wow, it is busy too. Very much like the Catacross one from the Bone Reapers. Lots happening. Lots of little stories happening around it as well. So it's probably going to be quite an entertaining build. And then a very detailed painting guide at the back. Oh, the base is a monster. Let's look at this other sprue first. And all of the individual components are just packed with detail. Like, no kidding. Just look fabulous. Look at the size of this base. Let me get you a reference point. Standard tactical marine. And you can start to get an idea of scale there. It's not small. And like we saw in the box, it is incredibly detailed. You've got all the iconography of the Adepta Sororitas, but also this feeling that this is a bit decayed, a bit, run down, allowed to, go to ruin. And it looks like there are tons of figures here, all dotted around this incredible plinth. Yeah, there's a lot of individuals here. Many more than I thought there would be. I know this will be front and back, but still there's a bunch going on in this sprue. This is almost like a full squad or 2 squads. And tons of wings. The fleur-de-lis symbol there is magnificent. And this beautiful banner, I don't know if that's picking up with the purity seals on it too. And that is just going to be fabulous. Absolutely fabulous to build. Always more expensive, these kits, these big HQ kits. But this one has gone above and beyond to make the experience something special. So I'm going to go get this built and I'll be back shortly. Just going to read from the codex here to give you an idea of what this model represents in the battlefield. That's a significant bit of kit here. Single model equipped with 6 bolt pistols, the Martyr sword, relic weapons, frag grenades, crack grenades, and you can only include one of this model in your army. Where the Triumph of Saint Katherine marches, there shines the Emperor's radiance. With every step, the funerary procession spreads the glory of the martyred Matriarch further across the galaxy, scattering before it the enemies of the faith, and instilling in the Sisters of Battle the fiery conviction of Katherine herself. So this is, it's so cool that this miniature even exists. It is, imagine this coming at you on the battlefield. It would be almost too much to take in what was happening. Like, is there a funeral happening in the middle of this battlefield? And how did I just get shot? And I think that would be the case with this. It would just be like so spectacular with all of these cherubs and stuff flying around and somebody throwing, rose petals, and it's just, you'd be completely distracted by this. If you were one of the order, one of the ecclesiarchy, and you saw this coming onto the battlefield, it would just fill you with the radiance of the Emperor. You'd want to fight harder. You'd want to, forget about the wound you've just taken and get back on your feet and, give your all. It would just be insane to see it. As a miniature, it's a spectacular thing to build. It feels like you were building. So I'm just going to pause to take the actual piece out of the center here. And the reason I took this off was really just because it would have been impossible to paint. There's so many areas here for, painting in detail. And I just really didn't want to limit the options for that further down the line. You can see the cherub at the front carrying this with the chain, which is just amazing. And the one at the back taking the rest of the weight. And then through the... Oh, that's kind of cool. Through the many, many wings there, you can see the actual St. Catherine's remains. And that's just so cool. So cool. But, that's only half of this miniature, really. It feels like you were making an entire squad of people, all individually armored, all with their own unique details. This is the spirit of St. Katherine at the front here, and you've got this incredible sword and shield combo, and then there's sort of incense, and this different, this heart in this thing. You got this character at the back here reading from the book. This other one with a whole tray of rose petals, just sprinkling them on the floor as the procession moves along. Really, really fantastic. And then they're all broken down. So the one who was singing at the back is the simulacrum of the Argent Shroud. Then you've got the petals of the Bloody Rose happening here. You've got the simulacrum of the Ebon Chalice, which is a flamey one. So this one here, I think, is the simulacrum of the Ebon Chalice. And then you have the censer of the Sacred Rose, which is this one here. And it's a complex build. Essentially, you've got 6 individual characters here to build and place onto that platform. And then there's a whole other bunch of these cherub servitors. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. The tomb as well to make. So there were a lot of components to put together in this one. It was actually quite a complex, long build. Did take a little bit of extra time. It took more time than I thought, but it did feel like a really interesting experience putting it together, because it's a beautiful miniature, a fantastic diorama, and I think it would look remarkable if you rolled this thing out onto the battlefield. It would just it has that extra sort of wow factor, because I think that any player who sees this being fielded against them would have to take a moment just to actually take in just how spectacular it is. I think it's so cool. I think that the level of care and attention that's gone into this, the imagination that's gone into it, and the overall quality of the sculpt and cast is upper tier. Truly is upper tier. A testament to the people who are currently working over there at Citadel Miniatures. But hey, what a way to finish. What a way to finish Adepta Sororitas August. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have. And you can comment down below. You'll also see a link down there to Mighty Lancer Games, which is an affiliate link. So in the next episode, I'll be staying with Citadel Miniatures, but I'm going for a very different type of kit. It is going to be big. It's the Imperial Knights Renegade box. I built 2 of those phenomenal Imperial Knights miniatures. Seriously. And it'll be interesting to see if they replace Dreadnoughts as my favorite walkers in 40k. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. They look spectacular. That's on the next episode. Until then, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.